just because someone doesn't debate you doesn't mean that they're not an ENTP. Whenever we think of ENTPs, the number one thing that people look for is, do they debate? Are they argumentative? And I'm starting to find out that that's not the case. But you can argue and debate me under the table about it if you don't believe me. If you meet somebody and they don't debate people and you're like, that is absolutely not an ENTP because they're not debating me. But you're wrong. I'm wrong. We've all been duped. This is not all of their thing. I think they can be fantastic at it. For some of them, it is a very natural, innate trait, but it is not the case for all of them. And it just ain't their thing. And then some ENTPs, if it's their woman, they're not going to debate them. They're going to treat them like a beautiful flower. They're not going to come at you with the whole debate thing, tackling you like they're on the football field or something, because that's how some of them are. They will tackle you like they're on the football field. However, some of them definitely have that instinct. Like, do you guys know who Cam Newton is? He is or was a football player. Now he has his own YouTube channel and he can be a little controversial since he has a really big personality. But to me, he is classic confrontational ENTP, which makes his stuff really interesting. But the other day he had a show and it already has like over 1 million views in like a month because he had a psychologist on named Dr. Bryant, who I think is an ESFJ in case you guys decide to watch that video. But he sets her up at the beginning because he says he has 8 children by 3 different women, 1, 2, 3. And he was like, I want more. So he knew they think this stuff is cute. It ain't. So he probably knew that she was going to ask him about having so many children by different women. And so he tried to set her up in the beginning. He pointed out the fact that she's single, she's in her 40s, she's not married. And so he was doing all kinds of maneuvers to sort of set the scene so that maybe like later, you can't tell me anything, lady, because you're not married, you're single, you have no kids. What can you tell me about relationships? But he was very slick about it, very sly. He put her on the defensive. He just had all kinds of tactics and maneuvers and just subtly set things up so that no matter what she said, well, we've already established some norms here. This is somebody who's saying something to me, but what about you? What does that say about you? Do you know anybody? Did you have anyone in your life that's stable? Because he was like, I do. My parents are both married. And this psychologist was like, well, my mother was a drug addict. My father had 6 kids by different women, but he took good care of me. He was in my life pretty consistently. But he just, that's, and I'm not saying this to paint ENTPs in a negative light at all, because I think there are a lot of ENTPs, and I'm going to tell you about some in just a minute, who are amazing and who are very, very conscientious when it comes to people. So I'm not saying that. I'm saying Cam Newton, I know, has done a lot of amazing and thoughtful and great things for the community. I'm just talking about this in isolation because he brought this therapist on his show knowing that this is something that was going to be addressed. So part of debating is you set this person up. I'm just trying to tell you how they think. When they get in debate mode, they're going to set themselves up to win. It's like a competition. It's like, I know what to say. I know what angle to come at it. I know what to do so that I can clinch this deal. So you might think that a debate starts at the debate. I'm saying he started this debate. He set the scene like 45 minutes before it all came crashing down, because after he kept coming at her from different angles, she tried to destroy him at one point. And so that's what made the interview so good as well, because she told him, you are setting up broken homes. No matter how many millions of dollars you have, you cannot be with these kids at the same time all the time. You have to share households. These are half brothers and sisters, step brothers and sisters, whatever you call it. I think it's step. And you are creating homes, and it's not fair to the kids. And think about when people become, they're going to eventually become adults, right? And they're going to have something to say about this, like, a daddy, like, what were you thinking? Like, I didn't get all of you. And I know that there are no perfect circumstances, and I know I have to just say that, but deliberately bringing kids into the world because you think it's cute and you think your DNA is all that and that somebody would want to share it, it's not the coolest thing to do. These are people's lives that are being impacted while you're having your fun. And so she would not back down. And he told her, well, they all live with me. And she said, that is great and that is noble, and you get some applause. We'll clap for you for being a great dad and really wanting to be, because I think he does love his kids and he wants to be an active part of their lives. But she still said, these are kids. She said, where are the moms? If you're with them all the time, are they not getting to be with their moms all the time? You're creating broken homes. And she told him that is absolutely unfair. But I'm telling you, he was difficult to debate because he would confront her on all angles, from all sides. And he was really amazing at it. He did an impeccable job. He tried, because I've exposed you from every angle that I could think of before you could get to me. But in the end, it didn't work. Dude, you have 8 kids. For all of you folks that know ENTPs, this is not shocking to you. This is classic ENTP. Like, I can debate you and I'm good at it. And they are. They are incredibly good at it. And so that's one of the clues that we look for. Not so fast. While ENTPs generate a wealth of ideas, their creativity can lead them to pursue artistic or entrepreneurial ventures rather than focusing solely on debate topics. Debate enthusiasts. Their love for debate is often more about the thrill of discussion than a focus on winning arguments. They may engage in debates as a means of exploring ideas rather than for competitive reasons. Quick thinkers. ENTPs may use their quick thinking in various contexts, such as problem solving or brainstorming sessions, where the focus is on innovation rather than structured debate. Independent and resourceful. Their independence may drive them to explore new paths outside traditional debate formats, leading them to apply their skills in diverse fields, such as business or technology. Charming and charismatic. ENTP's charisma often helps them build connections and networks, which may take priority over engaging in formal debates, as they enjoy social interactions in various contexts. Dislike routine. Their aversion to routine can steer them away from the structured nature of formal debate formats, leading them to seek dynamic discussions in less conventional settings. Open-minded. While open-mindedness allows for engaging debates, it can also lead ENTPs to value new experiences and perspectives more than the act of debating itself, prioritizing exploration over argumentation. So, I hope this illustrates that while ENTPs possess debating skills, their interests and thought processes extend far beyond just debating, encompassing a broader range of creative and intellectual pursuits. There are ENTPs who seem to not have that. There's one that I'm thinking of who has enormous charisma, very charismatic, very quick on his feet, great with helping people with problems. I was just telling somebody the other day, if I got a problem, I'm calling an ENTP. They get people. You can't debate people if you don't have some type of deep understanding of them. So, but that's not always the case. So the charismatic guy that I'm thinking of help you with your problems on the spot. He doesn't debate like that, except for they would do these segments where they would say, what's your favorite food? And no matter what the friend said, I like these big chocolate chip cookies with nuts from this restaurant. And he would always say, wait a minute, dude, you like marshmallows on your chocolate chip cookies? What's up with that? I can't get with that. Why would you have cheese on a French fry? Why peanut butter and jelly with bacon on it is not a good look, man. That was the only time that I would see him be confrontational, come at different angles, explain his point of view. He could justify his own food taste, but anybody who had something to say, that's when I see that ENTP element of debate come out. So that might throw some people off, but isn't that still a form of debating, y'all? Like it is to me. But then there's this other guy who everybody likes that I know. He has a big personality. He's super friendly, engaging. Everybody wants to be his friend. But when I asked him, do you debate? He was like, no. He said, what reason would I have to debate? I let people have their own opinion. And whatever your opinion is doesn't bother me because it's yours. So you're entitled to have it. I let people be. I let people be who they want to be, who they say they want to be. If we disagree, it's cool. I allow people to disagree because it's your thoughts and your opinion. So heck no, I don't debate. I don't ever debate people. What is the point? Although one time I did see him not confront me. It wasn't like that. It was like a very playful, like I said, hey, can you help me with so-and-so? And he was like, oh, okay. Well, what are you doing for this? And why are you doing that? And why did you choose the color purple? And why did you choose the color red? Do you really think that those two combinations come together? So you see, there's going to be something that comes up occasionally that's got an element of that classic ENTP. The charisma, the, hey, what's up, everybody? I am the party. Softer, more sensual side of an ENTP can be quite captivating and often contrast with their more analytical and debate-driven nature. So I want to share some key aspects of their nurturing and caring side. Number one, playfulness. ENTPs often bring a sense of fun and spontaneity to the relationship. They enjoy playful teasing and lighthearted banter, which can create a warm and inviting atmosphere, making their partners feel special and appreciated. 2, thoughtful gestures. While their minds are often racing with ideas, ENTPs can surprise their partners with thoughtful gestures that show that they care. They might remember small details about their partner's preferences and go out of their way to accommodate them, demonstrating their desire to make them happy. 3, emotional support. Beneath their outgoing exterior, ENTPs can be attentive listeners and supportive partners. They may take the time to understand their partner's feelings and provide encouragement, showcasing their commitment to nurturing the relationship. 4, adventurous spirit. ENTPs often love to explore new experiences with their partners, creating opportunities for shared joy and excitement. Their enthusiasm for trying new things can enhance intimacy and deepen emotional connections. 5, intellectual stimulation. They enjoy engaging in deep conversations, which can lead to profound emotional bonds. By sharing thoughts and ideas, they create a safe space for vulnerability, helping their partners feel understood and valued. 6, affectionate communication. ENTPs may express their softer side through words of affirmation and compliments, making their partners feel cherished. They often articulate their appreciation and admiration, reinforcing the emotional connection. And 7, dedication to happiness. Their willingness to do anything to serve their partner and make them happy reflects their genuine core. ENTPs may prioritize their partner's needs and desires, striving to create an environment where their loved one feels fulfilled and loved. So, in essence, while ENTPs may be known for their intellectual debates and innovative thinking, their softer, sensual side reveals a deep capacity for love and connection. They possess a unique blend of playfulness and thoughtfulness that can create a rich, fulfilling relationship for those lucky enough to be close to them. I know another lady who's an ENTP, and she's very community oriented. She's always helping the community. Now, occasionally she'll raise her voice at me at moments when I'm thinking, that don't quite fit. Like, I might say, hey, where are the Twinkies with the strawberries on top? They're over on the table. You know, and there might be a little bit of a raised voice at a moment where it's like, what? That don't make no sense. Why you raising your voice at me? Because I'm asking for some Twinkies. But as far as seeing her debate, she once told me, you are the sweet one and I am the mean one. So it's not that she can't get confrontational about certain things or stand her ground on certain things. But as far as debating being front and center, that's a little controversial to me now. That's controversial. But what do y'all think? This is not just my channel, it's yours too. I am not professing to know everything. I learn from viewers like you all the darn time. Y'all are always telling me ish that makes a bunch of sense, and I love it. So keep that coming in the comments, because you never know when I might talk back to ya. And check out my book called From ENFJ with Love, where I do a whole chapter on ENTPs. And if I could redo that chapter, I would say, do they always debate? No. But anyway, you'll love the book, so check it out. Also wrote a book about love called Flip the Script on Love. And I wrote a book about narcissists, and debating is not a narcissistic trait, but it could be. So check out my book, The Workplace Narcissist, about them narcs, those mean people that we're all always running from. So check those out. Like this video. If you want me to do more ENTP videos, I will be happy to do it. And subscribe if you haven't already done so, and all that jazz. I'll see you on the next video. Bye, my lovely people.